From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Well, after a storm like today, we have a lot of elements that we're monitoring. Of course, we're still seeing storminess. We're seeing the gusty winds, the rain, the snow, and the higher elevations. A lot of elements over Northern California, from snow to winds to flooding to thunderstorms, tornado warnings, the works, right? So I want your storm damage photos. I want your storm photos. I want your beautiful photos, your sunrise, your sunset, your rainbow photos, all your photos, right? Send me your photos, share them, and share the information, whether it's the elevation, where the snow is, where the area is, where the flooding is, where the area is, where the wind damage may be, all of that. Let me know the information so we can share that information, shared on these broadcasts, and not to mention shared on Coffee with Kruger every weekday mornings at 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, use that from the free Weather NorCal app. It's a great resource, and it's a great place for you to share those photos, and a great place for me, all in one centralized location where I can gather up those photos and share them with you. Look at those peak gusts we saw out there today, almost 50 miles per hour for some of us in the valley, 30 to 40 miles per hour plus out along the coast. It did create some power outages as of about 5:20, 5:30 this evening. Here you can see upwards of 200 plus in Tehama County, 1,000 plus, in fact, approaching 2,000 out in Shasta County. And there you can see out in Humboldt County, over 700 people without power. Now, again, this is going to change as you're watching this. Maybe you're watching it overnight in the early morning hours, but you get the idea. The winds that we saw here on Monday created some power outages for parts of Northern California. Look at the rainfall totals over the last 3 days. Look at that, 4.4 inches of rain in northwest Redding. Certainly a lot of rainfall there. There was some flooding there as well. We'll take a closer look at some of those flooding photos. But look at this, Red Bluff 2.37, 3.15 in Chico. Out towards Bernie, 1.71. El Turris, about 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. Look at the coast. Rainfall totals 1.72 for Crescent City, 2.5 in Klamath. Out towards Eureka, a little over 2 inches. Look at Redway, 4.15. So a lot of rainfall in southwestern Humboldt County. Take a look at the flood advisory here. We have a flood watch here for Humboldt and southern Trinity County until tomorrow morning, and a flood watch for the other areas here in green until Wednesday morning. Now there is a flood warning for the Tehama Bridge, or Sacramento River at Tehama Bridge. Now it's above the flood stage right now. It's expected to drop below the flood stage as we go into the early morning hours tomorrow. Now, we have a flood warning for Sacramento River at Ord Ferry, right here, southwest of Chico. Now, this is not at the flood stage yet, but is expected early tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, to be at the flood stage and then start to drop again after that. So those are the two areas of concern here at the Sacramento River. Take a look at Lake Redding today. This is courtesy of Frank Tone. I want to thank him for sending in the photos on Facebook. But look at this. I mean, just the damage, the erosion that we saw here out at the Lake Redding Park. A lot of flooding damage out there. Want to thank Kenneth White for sending this to me. And this is downtown Redding. We saw some flooding there. There you can see a truck. Of course, it wasn't a big deal. It was okay for him to drive through there. But in many cases, it's usually not a good idea to do that. But of course, it was okay here. So some flooding in downtown Redding today. And of course, many other areas as well. There have been some road closures as a result. But take a look at the weather headlines. We've got more thunderstorms possible on your Tuesday. Probably not as severe as what we saw today. I'm expecting snow levels mainly above 5,000 feet with the series of storms over the next few days, but a drier pattern by the end of the week. But the showers will return by Sunday into Monday, and especially early next week, those snow levels really beginning to drop. We still have the chance for thunderstorms tonight and into tomorrow morning for the North Coast, the inland areas, and not to mention out in Trinity County. We take you out to the North State, out in the valley. Could see some thunderstorms here overnight into the early morning hours. And once again, I'm expecting more thunderstorms by the afternoon. Now, the better chances for thunderstorms will be to the south, around Chico, around Red Bluff, slimmer chances out towards places like Redding for tomorrow. Siskiyou-Modoc County looking at more showers, and not to mention off in the eastern mountains, but it's not going to be quite as widespread. This is a severe outlook for today. Now, early this morning and even at the noon hour, this part of Chico right here, this area was in the yellow, in that slight category. It's been downgraded now to the marginal, so we're kind of seeing things kind of lose a lot of their oomph, if you will, when it comes to the overall instability in the atmosphere. But there still is going to be that potential for some strong thunderstorms here as we go into the evening and overnight hours. Now tomorrow, take a look at this. We're just within the chances for thunderstorms. So this is not going to be a big deal. I don't expect them to be quite as severe, but this is where we're going to see the best chances for thunderstorms here to the south. But we still could see an isolated thunderstorm for places like Redding as well, and not to mention out along the coast as well. So let's take a look at Futurecast, walk you through the timing of it all. Here's 8 o'clock tonight. By the way, snow levels between 4,500 and 5,500 feet through this entire period. There you can see we're going to see some redevelopment, another disturbance passing through sometime this evening and tonight. And there you can see it's going to kind of move itself to the north and east. By midnight tonight, we're still seeing some scattered showers, could even still hear some rumbles of thunder out there, okay? Then we go into tomorrow morning at 3 a.m., still looking at the potential for some thunderstorms overnight. Here's 6 a.m. on Tuesday, still seeing the chance for showers. Now you'll notice it's not very widespread, but we're still seeing that instability out there. Here's tomorrow at noon, showers, possible thunderstorms, not to mention along the coast. Here's tomorrow at about 5 p.m., still seeing the showers and thunderstorms, even for the coast. By the way, snow, especially east of I-5, above 4,500 feet. 10 o'clock Tuesday, now we're just kind of seeing that snow off to the east, maybe some showers and thunderstorms along the coast, but looks like things are starting to kind of dry out for the valley. However, check this out. As we go into Wednesday morning, not much, but then Wednesday afternoon, maybe some scattered showers out there, especially as we go into Wednesday afternoon for the valley. So probably dry for the first half of the day on Wednesday for the valley, and then chances for showers. But you can see as we go into Wednesday, it's just less and less activity developing here over the next few days. And then we take you into Thursday morning, maybe some leftover activity here, but by Thursday, most of the day should be dry, maybe even some morning fog on Thursday as well. So something to kind of watch there as well. But take a look at the overall forecast rain totals. The heaviest amount of rainfall for the most part has passed. Now, when and if these thunderstorms develop over the next 24 hours or so, yeah, you're looking at the potential for some heavy downpours, and I think some of us could see more than what we're seeing here. But overall, we're just not seeing the widespread rain that we've seen over the last few days, although some decent totals out towards Crescent City, a little over an inch. Forecast snow totals. Yeah, we could still see some snow around Chester, Susanville, maybe even out towards the Alturas area. And I do anticipate that snow levels still around 4,500 to 5,500 feet. Looking at the ski park, still looks pretty promising, although there may be a bit of a slushy mix again. We're kind of in that situation where the ski park, especially the base of the ski park at 5,500 feet, kind of within that borderline of where that snow level is, and that could create some, some slushy mix out there. But take a look at tonight. As we go into tonight and tomorrow morning, we actually may see kind of around Mount Shasta City, Highway 89, maybe the potential for some snowflakes there. I don't anticipate that to be a big problem, though, on I-5. And then there you can see east of I-5, we're still seeing plenty of snow off to the east. So I still think we're going to see some chain requirements, mainly east of I-5 here for tonight and into tomorrow. Switch gears, we're talking about the winds now. And as we go into your overnight and tonight, here's 11 o'clock, still those gusty winds for the valley, still the gusty winds for the coast, and even for the higher elevations off to the east in Lassen, and not to mention Siskiyou County and Modoc County as well. 6 a.m. on tomorrow, right? We're still seeing the breezy, borderline windy conditions out there through the day on Tuesday. But by Tuesday evening and into Wednesday, we're finally going to start to see those winds die down and should be much calmer. So today was gusty. Winds not as strong tomorrow, but still gusty. And then by Wednesday, much calmer winds here in the forecast. Here's the next storm system I've got my eyes on as we go into the rest of this week. This area of low pressure, seeing the forecast models having a hard time with this. On Thursday, I think if all this has to do is just push a little bit more to the east, and now we've got rain on the coast. So I do have chances for showers, at least for the coast, on Thursday. But then this area of low pressure will kind of shift down to the south, and it will be far enough away from us that I think we should stay dry for most of Northern California for your Friday and Saturday, and then that pushes up to the north and east. This will combine with some activity coming in from the north. So by Sunday to Monday of next week, we're seeing the potential for some more activity. And this is a colder storm system coming in, so by Monday, instead of 4,500 to 5,500 feet, maybe around 1,500 to 2,500 feet for Monday. So much lower snow levels as we go into Monday, and not to mention going into your Tuesday of next week as well. Above normal rainfall is expected, at least better chances, through the end of the month, and keeping those temperatures below normal as well. That will, of course, give us those lower snow levels I was talking about by early next week. So looking at our wave heights, take you into your Tuesday afternoon. There you can see they are starting to drop a little bit here. And then we drop even more by the time we get into Wednesday. So conditions will be much better for those of you that need to be out on those small boats. Here's a marine forecast for your Tuesday. South winds at 15 to 25 knots. Waves from the south at 13 feet at about 10 seconds. And there will be those showers and possible thunderstorms here. There have been a lot of marine warnings throughout the day today for off the coast of Humboldt County. That's because of the thunderstorms and the potential for, of course, we've been seeing some of those potential for those water spouts as well. Yeah, maybe we see that again here for tomorrow. Should be interesting. But here's what we're looking at here for tonight. Temperatures upper 40s for the valley. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s for the higher elevations. But we take you off towards Trinity County, upper 30s, low 40s, mid 40s for the inland areas and along the coast as well. So let's take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. We got the chance for more thunderstorms again tomorrow. Still a few isolated showers Wednesday, but not a lot. And then we should dry out for Weaverville at least, and Trinity County in general, for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. More showers though. Look at that, 6,000 feet Sunday, 2,000 feet by Monday. We'll have to watch that. We'll see if that actually kind of pans out, but should be interesting. Here's your North Coast neighborhood forecast. 58 for Eureka, 58 degrees for Blue Lake, and Garberville about 54 degrees. We take you up north, 59 for Smith River, 58 for Klamath, 59 for Trinidad and Hoopa, about 56 degrees. And we take you out to Siskiyou County, Fort Jones, 49, 45 degrees for McDowell, Doris about 46. And there you can see Weed about 44, and McLeod 42 degrees. Here's your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Tule Lake about 47, 46 out in Canby. Looks Cedarville about 45 degrees, and Fort Bidwell 46 degrees. And for your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, how about those mid 40s on average? There you can see the drier conditions for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And your Valley neighborhood forecast, looking at temperatures in the low 60s, brought to you by Haas Farm, by the way. There you can see, of course, the thunderstorms here for tomorrow. Isolated showers Wednesday, drying out for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And your valley forecast up to the north, Whiskeytown 50 degrees, 50 in Lakehead, City of Shasta Lake about 53, Redding 56, and looks like Palisadro also high at 56 degrees. So there's your 7-day forecast for Redding. Thunderstorms tomorrow, isolated showers on Wednesday, not a lot of activity on Wednesday, and then we should dry things out for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. More showers by Sunday into Monday.